Good evening and welcome to HQ Extra. I'm Chris Bucko Buckley, joining me is Wayne Hollywood Healy. He just said to me 2 minutes ago, why don't you start tonight? I said, let's give it a go. Anyway guys, welcome to the show. We've got plenty to talk about tonight. We've got breaking news about the Winton 4 Hour. Some good
Massive news.
Good stuff happening there, which if you haven't seen on Facebook, it's out there already. But yeah, we're going to talk about that a little bit. We've got some Victoria rounds from the Sandown Historics to talk about. Some racing up in Queensland, racing next weekend, or this weekend coming in WA.
Yep.
New South Wales has cancelled their round.
Thanks V8 Supercars.
Anyway, off the grid, talking a bit about that. We've got an interview coming up later on with our E-Series creator and master, Jason Mole.
Jason Mole, yeah.
Yep. How you been, Wayne?
Very good, mate. Yourself?
Can't complain, mate.
Sorry, we didn't get to do a show last week. My missus was pretty crook, so I thought it was best to keep our distances, and so we put the show on.
We nearly didn't have a show tonight either, apparently. Wayne nearly didn't make it today.
Mate, I feel like I should be wearing a helmet today after the day I've had. I actually got pinned between my truck and an automatic gate today, and it scared the living shit out of me. But mate, I'm all good. Just a few bruises and ego and. And I was hoping it'd slice a little bit off.
We were hoping you might
instant weight loss.
We were hoping you might have maybe somehow got it on camera. It would have been.
Well, it is on camera, but it's not on the camera I want.
It would be quite interesting.
Nah, mate. Look, to be quite honest, it scared the hell out of me. You get squashed between a thing. You feel helpless because I couldn't do anything. There was nothing I could do. But look, at the end of the day, it is what it is, and I'm here and I'm fine and bruised. But my day after that just went to shit. Nothing. Every place I went to, I missed them by 10 minutes. They closed, wrong sizes. Then there was missed the exits when I was driving, and then after I went back and come back, there was an accident, and then the freeway was jammed up. So yeah, I should be wearing a helmet today because I'm just worried a light or something's going to fall on me. The night's not over, the day's not over,
true.
I suppose.
Well, mate, we're all glad you're here. Obviously,
Cheers, mate.
It wouldn't be the same without you. We're also missing our mate Ian. He's unfortunately not able to make it. I think his wife's not well as well at the moment, to be honest, so I hope she gets better soon and everything's going all right up there. Before we go any further, we've got some fantastic sponsors we need to help. To shout out to. Without their help, as we all know, this show doesn't happen. It's been a tough year for everyone, especially including us here at HQ Extra, but these guys have supported us, which is fantastic. So, big shout out to Osborne's Transport, Harvey's Towing, Sierra International, Asset Plumbing, Howell Automotive, Southern Star Landscapes, Mini Crete Concrete, Command Digital Signage, Hands on First Aid, Ready Strip, Priceless Images.
Tyre Power at Victoria,
yep.
And Dart Racing.
Thanks, guys. As we always say, without you, this doesn't happen. So thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah. And guys, please like, share on our Facebook page. Communicate with us. Let us know what's going on. If you've got a question for us, please let us know, and we'll try and do our best to answer. As we find out, the best way of finding out something is through you guys as well. So, happy days. Please be interactive with us. Let us know what your thoughts are, because we've got plenty to talk about. And breaking news, Bucko's got breaking news right now about the Victorian 4 Hour.
Yeah. Well, just so you know, that Stuart Lilly was watching, and he's going to be one competitor going down to the 4 Hour this year. We're teaming up with Glenn Deering, but as of only about an hour ago, HQ Racing Victoria have just announced that to any interstate team competitors that they're going to actually putting up $400 tow money for every team, which is a massive contribution from them guys.
Absolutely.
So if you are or have been or on the border of going or not going, let's hope this little incentive there that these guys have provided might make you say, you know what, why not? Unfortunately, as we're going to sort of talk a bit later on, New South Wales has now cancelled their last round, so we're not going to have any more racing in New South Wales this year. So, if your car's ready, I'm sure most people's are. They've had a lot of time to work on their cars this year. Mate, chuck it on a trailer. It's only 5.5, 6 hours away, and
that's it.
With $400 tow money, they'll certainly go towards paying for the weekend. And as you know, and I know, and most other people know, it's one of the best race meetings of the year.
Oh, look, it is, and COVID is what it is, and it is going to stop some of the states and some of the people going there. There's not much we can do about that. That is what it is. Hopefully, those South Australian borders will open up before they. Wherever they can get back. That's the biggest part.
Well, they're saying that as of the Monday, that Monday after the borders back into South Australia will be open. So fingers crossed that happens. And I do know that there are a couple of, or at least one entry from South Australia already. So fingers crossed that all goes as planned, and the guys can come and race and then get back home and after, as we know, as I said, it will be a fantastic race meeting.
Yeah. As you know, the Queenslanders are dying to get down here.
It would be great
and
to
race,
have them, wouldn't it?
Mate, but it don't look like that's going to happen, and that's not due to them. That's just they can actually come
travel
down.
well. They'll go anywhere.
They would come down and race. The problem is getting back into
can't go back, yeah.
till December the 17th, which is you ask them to have a holiday, for 2 weeks back in their own state. It's just really hard. So look, guys, I know you're doing.
You've seen your screen there too about the enduro, the 4 hour. So.
The Enduro, there you go, it's the 26th to the 28th of November. It's supported by Victorian sedans, the Vic sedans, and the Super Mini Challenge and Speedway cars.
Yep. So some good racing all weekend there.
Oh, absolutely. It is one of the best events, not just for racing, just to get to know people and the camaraderie, and it's just to know that, get to know the people behind the phone when you talk to them, and know the cars, that when you see the colours of the cars, and get to know the drivers and get to know everyone. It is honestly
enjoying the social side of the racing as well, because it's a great, as I said, great weekend of racing, but it's also a great weekend of
Well, the social side of racing is the only thing I can do. I don't win anything.
That's something you're very good at.
Hey?
You are a champion.
Ray Giardino did join me in the Outlap.
I've seen that
club, but I know Ray, so I like that.
Yeah, you're definitely the champion of that. Socialising.
Well, we get our car ready. Hopefully she'll go all right. And again, mate, we just got to keep pumping the numbers. Look, I know it's tough for everyone out there, from whichever state you're in. But look, for those who haven't been racing lately, get your entries in. Get your entries in. Let's get down to the 4 hour. Make this a great event. For whatever it is, and for whatever reason, let's finish off 2021 with a bang at the 4 hour.
And as I said, what bigger incentive than $400 cash to...
$400 cash, exactly right, 100%.
To get yourself there and have a fantastic weekend away.
Yep.
And like I said, we haven't had a lot of racing in New South Wales this year, so...
We've had none. We've had one round.
Yeah, we've had 1 hour and a Hopwood.
No, which is, the Hopwood, so which didn't class as... But even still, it's pathetic from Cam's. I mean, look, speaking on behalf of New South Wales, actually just speaking on behalf of me, it's disgraceful the way we've been treated, New South Wales, Cam's, and the way that our state round was put on hold for the V8 supercars, yet they have support categories, but they couldn't include up one of us. Like they had 3 weekends and they have all these different support categories. You think we get at least one of those weekends? No, we didn't, and that's really disappointing, especially when we're trying to get a championship. We need 3 rounds. So to V8 supercars, Cams, or whoever's that decided on their wisdom that we're not good enough for them, well, you guys are the ones that miss it out, because HQ is fantastic racing, and HQ is one of the best categories there is to be in.
On that subject, mate, I'm going to just put it out there a little bit. I have a lot to do with that in regards to the committee side of things with HQ Racing New South Wales. I'm just going to give you a few sort of insights of what actually happened. As you know, as we all know, we were meant to have a state round at the end of this month at Sydney Motorsport Park. Unfortunately for us, and due to the four weekends in a row of supercars, the Motor Racing Club, what's it called, the ARDC, decided that they're not going to hold the state championship round, because after the 4 weeks of Sydney Motorsport Park, they're going to have 1 week break, which would have been our race weekend, and then they're going to Bathurst, which I understand that for the officials, and that it's a lot of work to have them doing six weekends in a row. So that, from that point of view, I do understand it. What I struggle to understand, and what I don't think in any way is fair, is the fact that, as we all know, we have only had 1 round this year for our state championship, and to complete a championship, you need 3. So we needed to have that round. Or get 1 spot on the calendar there with the V8s to complete the 2nd round, and then we would have had the 3rd round in December, which would have constituted a championship, and we would have crowned a 2021 champion. We put our case forward to the motor racing panel, who then put a combined number of all categories from New South Wales who wanted to have who would love to obviously attend the event, and obviously everyone put their hand up. We pleaded our case at the start. We said, look, we've only had 1 round. We need to make sure we get a spot on this for this to happen, so that we can have a championship for the year. And everyone was saying, yep, we'll put it all forward, and then they start announcing categories, who's going to be running. And first of all, it was sports sedans and super sports who got their first spots, and then I've rang the chairman of the motor racing panel and said, look, you know, what's going on? We need to make sure we're going to get a spot. We need to do a championship this year. And this year, mate, we're doing everything we can. We're trying. We put it all to cams and to supercars, and we're just waiting on a reply from them. And you know, you're definitely at the top of the list, and yada yada yada. I don't know.
Well, the top of the list must have been upside down.
I think the list was definitely upside down. Anyway, a week later, then we get announced that improved production, they're going to get a run, and the other one was production touring, they're getting a run, and Formula Fords, they're getting a run. I mentioned HQs. As I said, we put up a good fight and a good case, and argued a good case of why we should be there, and one of the main reasons that. One of the points that I pointed out to both Motorsport Australia and also to Supercars is that the Constitution, which I absolutely know upside down, so if you want to know anything about the Constitution of Motorsport Australia, talk to me, I can tell you anything. Anyway, the Constitution states, I can even tell you, Section 4, subsection N, it says that Motorsport Australia's sole responsibility is to guarantee equal opportunity equity. And we weren't shown equal opportunity or equity in any way, shape or form.
No.
We were totally disregarded. We've even since then sent other emails to Supercars, in relation to what is it that we have to do, what is it that we're doing wrong, what is it that's going to make us get this spot. This was sent 3 weeks ago, and they don't even have the decency to even reply to this email. So, mate, I've kept quiet on it for a long time. I just think it's about time that people know that they're just shafted us. They don't give a rat's ass. And like I said, they ruined our championship, they ruined our race meetings, they've ruined our state. We won't be able to crown a championship, all because of supercars. And I understand they're the biggest category in the country. They deserve to get on, but there also needs to be some sort of, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, some sort of responsibility as well to grassroots motorsport, which we are. And
100%.
Every other category in New South Wales Motor Racing Championship got 3 rounds, or will get 3 rounds to finish off the championship. We're the only ones that missed out. Obviously now we've cancelled the last round because there's just no interest. No one wants to race for nothing. There's no championship to run for or anything else. So.
What would you do? Yeah, you'd be running it to burn tyres and or for a 2-bob trophy. That's pretty much what all you'd be doing it for. And who wants to run for a 2-bob trophy? I mean, no offence. It's yes, and especially if your field's going to be weak, because then no one's going to who's going to travel? Let's say it was Wakefield Park. I think it was the last round down at Wakefield Park, and who's going to travel down there? And I feel sorry for Wakefield Park, because who wants to travel all the way down there from all over New South Wales and some interstaters to run in a race that's unfortunately means nothing?
Yeah. Well,
and like you said, their obligation is to grassroots race.
Motorsport Australia's obligation is to look after the categories and to abide by the Constitution. And I'm telling you now, they didn't abide by the Constitution.
The funny thing is too is when they are looking for categories, the first one they ring is HQs. Mate, can you get cars there? Can you do this? Can we do that? 9 times out of 10, we'll put a field into there.
Yeah. The other thing is, also, one of the categories they've got to start with is improved production. They've already had 3 rounds. They've already done a championship. So not necessarily. They didn't have to be there to race. And we put this to the motor racing panel. We put this to cams. It still didn't seem to make any difference. No one seemed to care that, like I said, that a championship's been null and void because of their actions. Yeah. So also another thing, and hopefully something might come of this. We've got another email this week that's gone out to Motorsport Australia in regards to the way we've been treating what's happened. Is I've put it forward to the guys that due to these circumstances, due to what's happened to us, we will no longer have any more racing for the year. Which means we've had 1 race for the whole season. So we paid $400 for a licence for the year, which we're going to use once. So I've told them I said we want some sort of compensation, and again, unfortunately, this was an email.
Falls on deaf ears?
Well, this is an email that was sent 2 days ago, and I still don't have a reply, mate. So. Yeah. I'm just sort of venting a bit, getting a bit off my chest, because it just absolutely drives me insane. Like, it's my job as race secretary for New South Wales to do the best, and I swear to God, I've done absolutely everything, threatened legal action, the whole lot to try and make this happen, and unfortunately, it's just fallen on deaf ears. So myself, I can apologise. I don't know what to say, because I've done everything I can, and it's just not happening. So.
Kudos to you, mate. Well done.
Thanks, mate.
Good for that.
Just so you all know, that's the way we've been treated. That's what happened. So thanks very much to Supercars, and for nothing.
Yeah.
Move on.
Well, no, look, like I said, you done really, really well. The efforts you put in, mate, was fantastic. So, yeah. Mate, what we've got to do, because they're all trying to point thing. You're going to have to fix your mic, because apparently it's a bit crackly. They put it down there, dinger, down in your tit. So everyone got there.
It'll rest on there easily.
Look, like I said, mate, thank you very much for the job you've done, and the committee and everyone else. And look, guys, the thing is, HQ Racing has been around such a long time. If we want to keep it going, we have to fight. You can't sit back and say, oh, well, we'll you know.
I'll tell you something else.
Next.
Well, I don't care anymore. Listen, I said this to our president, Darren Parker. I said, mate, you know what? I said, don't worry about burning bridges. We don't have a bridge to burn. We don't get anything. We don't get any support. We don't get any big events. We just get treated like shit. And I'm sick of it. I'm absolutely sick of it.
We're one of the longest running categories.
Yeah, longest one-mate category.
We fill a big field nearly every time for a single car category. It's just a shame. Yeah, look, we all know that we are a entry-level category, and yes, we all know that we're not V8s and we're not this and we're not that, but you know, it comes down to good close racing. HQs provide so much entertainment, it's not funny. State by state, I mean, not to mention that it's that good that we do this show because we love the category and love the. It's the camaraderie and the friendships that they don't see behind that make the racing as good as it is, right? When someone breaks down, there's someone there fixing it. We don't put cars back on the trailer like spoiled little brats with little, with Lotuses and go.
That is a great part of HQ Racing, but we also have. I know we're certainly not the fastest. There's no doubt about that. But our racing is closer, more door to door than any other category. And you ask any motorsport fan that goes and watches, I guarantee you, they all say the same thing. HQs are the best to watch.
So we've got some comments. Sue Ashland, supercars are hard to deal with, and they don't even consider smaller categories. Speaking from experience, well, you're 100% right there, Sue. Jeff
Harbers has said there it's amazing response from supercars considering 50 years of HQs. And Jeff, I guarantee you, the 50 years of HQs was mentioned in emails by myself and also by Darren Parker, the president. In saying that what an opportunity of the 50th year of HQs to put them on board when this is the last year of Holland's involvement with supercars, and to create some history and some nostalgia and have a full grid of HQs there, which honestly, mate, people love watching it. It would have been an absolutely spectacular show. Yep. And they just don't give a shit.
And the best way of doing it is get down to the 4 hour and let's prove them the best way we can by putting on a great.
There's no more racing. There's no more racing.
Look, and I know. Look, I understand.
You get $400 too.
Yeah.
I don't see.
I understand that if you can't make it, you can't make it because of restrictions. We totally understand. But the guys that have got cars out there, or cars have got in garages, mate, let's get them out. Let's get them to the 4 hour. Let's make this event a damn good event.
You've got two drivers. You can split the cost. It's going to be a great weekend at not too much money. So and we'll definitely be there and enjoy ourselves either way.
Moving on, let's move on and let's talk about the Victorian Historic Meeting that was out at Sandown this weekend. We had some great racing, good fields, and some good racing. There was a bit wet down there as well, I believe. And we do have some interviews, we do have some footage, but let's go, before we go to all that, let's go to the qualifying and the first race, and then we'll go to some interviews and some footage.
Very good. The Sandown Historics. HQ had a great field of 19 cars there, so we're just going to run through the qualifying session, and well done to young Andrew McLeod with his pole position there with a 1 minute 35, followed by Rod Rajas, Andrew Williams, Gavin Ross, Rodney Earsman, Ken Wright, Andrew Majilton, Ray Jardine, Steve Banks, Tony Maloney, Graham Francis, Andrew Logelli, Benjamin Richards, Scott Bachet, Michael Ling, Andrew Lawton, Brendan Martin, Eric Hill and Glenn McDonald rounding out the 19. So a great field of cars. Unfortunately, as of we weren't able to get down there, we haven't got any racing footage, but we have got some interviews to go through, and with a couple of the race winners. We'll go for that shortly.
We didn't get the chance to upload the footage at all for Victoria this week, by the looks of things. There was some footage on Facebook. There is footage on Facebook. Ben Richards has got some footage.
Some in-car.
Some in-car and stuff like that. So, unfortunately, just looking at our producers, they can't get it up.
Ray Jardine had one.
We need new producers, mate. They're fair income. What's going on here?
Ray Jardine.
Talking it up and they do this shit. Nah, Money King, they're great. Ray Jardine, sorry.
Yeah, you sure? You're right.
Yeah, I've had me. I was just getting onto the rant and I thought I'd take something out of there. You know.
Ray Jardine had some great footage from his in-car, 4 wide up the back straight at Sandown, and I don't know, I've never raced it, but that corner off the back straight's pretty hairy, so 4 wide, wide going into that is showing some kahunas, boys, so kudos to you all for
You're not wrong.
Having a good crack. And
if you haven't seen it and you're not a friend of Ray Jardine, send friendship, or we will post it up after the show, and sometime tonight or later on, and we'll get it up, or tomorrow we'll have it up so you guys can see. We got some Ben Richards footage as well in car as well.
I said
and there was some interviews.
I said also at the start of the round there on the Saturday that in qualifying the top 5 were within half a second. I knew it was going to be great racing all weekend, and they didn't disappoint, because three different winners from 3 different races, and some really tough battles from what I can hear, and some excellent play, and a bit of moisture around too. So
yeah, would have made
did
it
very well with
yep.
some. I think most people coming away unscathed. So well done, guys. Fantastic effort, and good to see a nice field of cars there at the Sandown Historics, which great event to go to. We will get there.
Do we have those interviews at all? Well, actually, while they're teeing that up, let's go to the... Oh, not ready? We're ready to go? All right, let's go and have a look at those interviews right now.
We off, what?
Yeah. No,
What do you reckon? How is it to be back?
no, it's great. Sandown's it's always good fun. It's good fun racing with all the lads again, and yeah, it's good to be back in HQ.
Yeah. Now, even better for you, you took out race 1. How'd you go? What was the track like? How'd you go?
The track was good. It was meant to rain yesterday, today, sorry. But it was it held off for us, which was really good. The car was really strong, so yeah, I got to pass a few cars, which was good.
Made it to the lead at the end. Well done.
No worries.
And one other thing, it's overcast and shit out. What's this something about?
Well, we're going to look cool. That's the main thing. So yeah, that's what it's all about.
Wow.
So,
That was Gavin Ross, the winner of race 1.
And what was that, Mr. McLeod? If Hollywood and Bucko can do it, it can't be that hard. Mate, more than welcome. Keep going. I love it. Keep up the good work. Actually, we do appreciate you taking the time and doing something like that, because, as you know, we couldn't get down there. So thank you very much.
Anyway, Andrew, a truck driver to used car sales, mate, you'd kill it. No problem at all.
You've got the right hairstyle and
You got the
look, and yeah.
Kill it up.
All these pretty boys want to be part of the show.
Anyway, we'll just go through race 1 placings there. So as I said, Gavin Ross took that race out. Well done, Gav. Rod Rogers closely in second. Andrew Williams, Andrew McLeod, Rodney Easman, Andrew Magilton, Ray Jardine, Steve Banks, Tony Maloney, and Graham Francis rounding out the top 10.
Cool. Good racing.
Good racing.
The times were, again, how close were the times again?
Really good. The top 10.
I'll tell you what, Vic, that Sandown track, if you haven't seen it or haven't been to it, it's such a great track to race at. When I say to race at, I've only been there to watch. I haven't been on the track itself, but it looks like such a good track and strong track. We were going to be there.
Oh, I just like, I like the 4 wide bit at the back. I love that.
Oh,
that's
look,
awesome.
That's unreal.
That's
so
good stuff, boys.
we actually have another interview too, I believe, from Victoria. So we'll go straight to that interview right now as well.
So we're back at Sandown on Saturday morning. It's been hissing down all night. We've had record amount of rain for a November at Sandown. Came out this morning, the track was wet, the pits were underwater. Everyone was scrambling to work out what they're going to do with their cars. This guy went out and won race 2. Andy Williams, well done.
Thank you.
How'd you go out there? You started 3rd.
Started P3, got a pretty good start, and it was pretty tough because it was really patchy, and bringing the Pioneer, I guess, from turn 1 was a bit
You can hear us? You can't hear us. Right, we need to write pen. Have we got it? Did we stuff up there behind there? We forgot to press the button?
And we were going so well, we were pumping it.
Pumping it.
$400 is what you were saying.
Okay, so what we were trying to say was, forget the $400. There's T-shirts available. If you sign up tonight, put your entry tonight, you're getting a free shirt that goes with the $400 tow money. There's the money there. What an offer.
What a shirt.
What a shirt,
Well
exactly, 100%. How we going? You're back. Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Kenny. Yeah. So
yeah, as you said, we have merch, so they will be there.
Merch, yeah, that's it.
Well done to Ian McLean. He's sorted out some T-shirts for us and got it all organised.
Yeah, we got the apprentice on the producers today.
So we're just going to repeat the offer. If you enter tonight, if you get your entry in tonight, and you will also not only get the $400 tow money kindly supplied to you by Victoria HQ Racing, you'll also get a HQ Extra T-shirt
And a cap.
Oh, you give it a cap too?
No caps. No caps. No, bugger it, you're getting a cap.
And a cap.
And a cap. Yeah, well, you know what, ladies,
No, wait.
that's it.
It's on. And if you don't enter, and you're just going to be there to come and watch.
And a key ring. I'm throwing a key ring. A HQ Extra key ring. We actually got one of them, but can Jeffrey throw me a key ring over here? And mate, this is worth big money, these key rings. You know, you just can't get these key rings anywhere. You've got to get them from us, and you've got to get them from HQ Extra. There they are. The key rings are everywhere. Here, you get one. You get a key ring, and you get a key ring. Everyone gets a key ring, HQ Extra key ring. Can you see that? There we go. Look at the camera.
Got a set of steak knives?
A set of steak knives, free set of steak knives.
Anyway, look, it is a
great incentive.
That's another little incentive from us, just to try and get things to happen. But to the guys in Victoria, well done on the $400 tow money, because that's a fantastic incentive. And I really hope some people out there are thinking about, you know what, let's just do it, let's just go.
Yep, 100%.
Have some fun. We haven't had a race this year. Let's go and enjoy ourselves and do 4 hours of HQ racing at Winton. Can't wait for it.
There we go.
Anyway, moving on. Race 3.
Race 3.
Unfortunately, for some reason, I don't know if he's camera shy, I don't think he is, they weren't able to get an interview with Rod Rogers, so we have to apologise, but Rod did take out race 3. So
Probably got a headlight for radio, that's why.
no, he's, I don't know, he's
No, he's all right.
Better than
He's
you.
not a bad. No, he's, you know.
better than you.
Yeah. Hey, everyone's better than me. Are you kidding me?
There you go, all right. Anyway, race 3, Rod Rogers took it out. Rodney Earsman into second. Andrew McLeod, Andrew Williams, Andrew Magilton. What are Andrews there, eh? 3 in a row.
I know, a lot of Andes.
Raymond Jardine up further at the front than where he started, so well done, Ray. Gavin Ross, Steve Banks, Graham Francis, Benjamin Riches, Scott Boucher, Andrew Lagelli, Brendan Martin, Eric Hill, Michael Ling, Kenny Wright, and Tony Maloney, unfortunately DNF, so a bit of bad news for those guys. Kenny on lap 5 and Tony on lap 3, so...
I believe too there's a couple of drivers that are looking for a share, so if anyone's short of a driver, look up HQ Extra. New South Wales.
Victoria,
mate. Sorry, what am I saying? Look up the Victorian Racing, or get in touch with Ray Jardine, Andy McLeod, or any of the board down there, at Thingo. And yeah, people that are looking for a drive down there, by all means, let's get it happening. And
we've just been told by Jeff Rowe here in the background that obviously that these shirts and hats will be available for sale down at Winton for the 4 hours. So if you're not getting your entry in tonight and getting a free one, you get down there and they're about $20 each.
$20 each. That's it.
Bargain. And really good shirts and great hats. So
too easy.
Support HQ Extra.
Excellent. And to all the guys down in Victoria, thank you for helping us out with a couple of interviews. We do have some footage we'll throw up over during the week or tomorrow of the Ray Jardine and in-car Ben and anyone else that's got in-car. If you want to send it to us, we'll get it up on our website and our Facebook page as well. So well done to Victoria
and Andy McLeod for doing the interviews. Well done. That's
absolutely.
We appreciate it, and hopefully some other states will get in and do the same sort of thing.
Oh, pretty boy.
Yeah.
Was it me? I mean, from here on the monitor, it looked like he had blondie hair, but I'm pretty sure that's silver.
You can't help yourself, eh? No, what's his nickname called?
I have no. That's good. No.
Quicksilver.
Quicksilver. There we go. There you go. We'll call him Quicksilver. Pretty boy or sick Quicksilver? I like Pretty boy's better.
I think you'd like Pretty Boy better.
Yeah, I think Pretty Boy's better. Yeah.
Anyway, let's go.
All right, moving on.
Queensland.
Queensland had a race meeting.
Couple of weeks back.
Couple of weeks back, yeah. It was on the 23rd of October. Big race meeting for them. They had 13 cars turn up, which is good up there, which is great for the championship. And let me tell you what a great meeting it was. There was a couple of surprises and a couple of non-surprises. But the qualifying, the top 3 cars, all within a half a second, and then 3 cars after that, a second. You know, so realistically, the top 7 cars were all within a second and a half of each other, and you know, well done to all the Queenslanders up there. So, believe it or not, young Brandon Madden pole position, and Dion Sidoni in second, Justin Van Twest, and Scott Andreski, and then Joe Andreski, the Godfather. Ty Gray, Troy Stark, Tegan Madden. Tegan, she's improved immensely. Number 8. Tegan, sorry. Sorry,
You know,
she's going to stab me. She's going to shank me.
You know.
Yeah, no, anyway, Peter Coleman, Mark Strachan. What? Strachan beat a couple of people home? I don't believe that. No, there must be something off the timing machines because he's hopeless. I mean, sorry, great guy.
Fantastic bloke.
Jake Madden, Sean Madden and Derek Risley in the qualifying.
I was talking to Mark a week or so ago, and he was telling me, he goes...
he doesn't talk, he screams.
No, he talks to me.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, he's telling me about, he's got a mate of his who's races in some other category.
I'll stop you there, he's got no mates.
He put him in his car. He goes, Bucko, don't worry about the car, mate. The car's really good. It's me. He goes, I put this bloke in there. He's like half a second off the lead. So he's got a good car. He just needs to
him.
maybe
he needs to move the seat forward so he can push the pedal down further.
Yeah, could be that.
No, he is a little bit short, eh?
Yeah.
Anyway, race number 1, Queensland. This is not a surprise, but it is a surprise because people haven't heard of him.
For the last, I can't remember how long. It's
Brandon's been dominating.
Brandon Madden, Mr. 100%.
Exactly.
Unfortunately.
But Dion Sidoni, well done, Dion Sidoni taking a win. Brandon Madden, and then Jake Madden right up there. Well done in third. Ty Gray must have had a bad qualifying because he's right up there. Justin Van Twest and Joe Andreski. Troy Stark, Scott Andreski, Peter Coleman, Sean Madden, Derek Risley, Mark Strachan, and Tegan Madden down the back. Tegan must have had a problem because, yeah, she did. She's only had 10 laps, so Mark Strachan must have pushed her off or something, I'd say. So,
well, I'm sure that...
The dirty bastard. He's a dirty
Brandon
driver.
always likes... Like, he's a champion driver, champion bloke. He loves to win, obviously. But I reckon even he would say it's good to see someone giving him a bit of a run and really and taking the win off him. Because, like I said, I can't remember the last time you didn't see Brandon Madden's name on top of the list.
Again, top 5 cars, 1 second. 1 second of it from the finish.
So to Dion, mate, well done. Congratulations.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is a massive achievement, and I'm sure you're very happy and proud of yourself too.
And if you haven't seen
you've got to
Dion,
continue it, keep it going.
Yeah, if you haven't seen Dion's car, I mean, don't get me wrong, the Andreski's cars and Madden's cars are...
Well, you put Madden's and Dion's together, I think it'd be pretty hard pick to find a better one.
In the last 3 years that we've been watching Queensland racing, their car presentation 200% better, 300% better than what it used to be. The car's presentations has been fantastic. So keep up the great work. Sidoni's car is a great looking car as well. The Madden's car with the Red Bull, not the Red Bull, the Petters. And then you got Ty's. You got all these cars, the Madden cars and the Andreski's cars. You got Van Twest, Stark's car looks all right. I mean, all these cars are now coming up really, really nice, which is great. So.
And they're doing some great racing, so
yeah, yeah. And then, all right, so race 2, Dion Sidoni again beat Brandon Madden, and then Scott Andreski in third, Jake Madden, Justin Van Twest, Troy Stark, Sean Madden, Peter Coleman, Derek Risley, Tegan Madden, Mark Strachan, and the Godfather Joe has been excluded.
What'd you do, Joe?
Ooh.
The Godfather.
Ooh. I'd hate to be the person excluded.
Yeah, me too.
Yep, excluded 69.
Scotty Andreski, he didn't qualify too well and wasn't too good in the first race. He must have had an issue there.
He must have an issue.
He's come back strong up in the third, so...
Looks like the two, like Dion and Brandon got away from a thing. There is some footage out there as well. Again, we can't upload it, but we have got some footage we'll put up there later of some of the racing from, I think Tegan's put it up on their websites and on their Facebook pages. So please have a look at that.
If you're not following their Facebook page, Risky Racing, there, it's fantastic. So jump on it and give it a like and a follow.
There we go. Just going back, Andrew McLeod. I used to get alfoil head on the footy field. Sadly, that was in my 20s. Alfoil head. I like that. Used to string his hair or something.
No, he's just had grey since he was in his 20s.
Oh wow. Okay. There you go. Oh, that's right. Ty Gray's car caught on fire.
Yeah, I heard.
Yes. Yes.
Bit of talk about cars catching on fire.
Yes.
In the background,
Yeah.
all over the place. And same thing. Remember when we went to the Nationals, the last Nationals we went to in Talon Bend?
Yep.
Fires there as well. Hot days.
Hot days, yeah, that's right.
These new blends of fuel, they don't like it. They boil and they boil
100%.
and they don't like it. So.
Yep. Look how great. Thank you guys for, and reacting and talking to us because, you're helping us out by letting us know things that we miss and people don't get to hear,
The interaction's good.
Yeah,
great.
it's fantastic. Please keep that up. Again,
even if it is tinfoil head. But
Was it tinfoil? What was it, tinfoil or alfoil?
Tinfoil.
Alfoil head.
head.
Alfoil head. Yeah, right. Okay.
You probably shouldn't have said that to him, Andrew, to be honest, because
shouldn't have.
once you get, it just seems to stick with Healy. But anyway,
We should make a hat for him. Alfoil hat. Could be one coming his way. I got some rippers ideas.
Remember that year we went to Winton for the 4-hour and Junior was with us? They put the lawnmower on top of his car.
On Junior's car?
Yeah.
Because he was cut the grass. What? Oh. That was good.
That's funny.
That was funny.
Anyways, inside joke. Sorry, guys.
I remember that. I remember that.
There's a few people watching. I'm sure we know what we're talking about. But
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, moving on.
Moving on, race 3. Brandon Madden ended up taking out the win. Jake Madden to the podium for in his first or second year? Second year. Second year, that's right. Scotty Andreski third, Dion fourth, Justin Van Twest top 5, Troy Stark, Joe Andreski back up there, Sean Madden, Peter Coleman, Ty Gray, Mark Strachan, Tegan Madden, then Mark Strachan and Derek Risley bringing out a DNF at the end there. So that's the Queensland round. And hang on, there's race 4. But wait, there's more. Jake Madden ends up getting his brother, getting a win over his brother finally. Then Brandon Madden, Scott Andreski third. He loves third place.
It's his cousin, not his brother.
Cousin, is it?
I think so. Could be wrong.
Cousin or brother, let us know.
I think it's his cousin.
Then we got Joe Andreski, Joy Stark, Peter Coleman, Sean Madden, Ty Gray, Van Twest. DNF was Mark Strachan because she's shit. Tegan Madden, but she's good, and Dion Sidoni.
It's Tegan.
He's got Tegan, sorry. Well, that's it. I'll give up. I told you I'm having a shocker of a day.
It's good photos there from Green Teresi photography of the cars.
Brother, it is brother. There you go.
It is his brother?
Yeah.
My apologies, guys. I thought it was his cousin. Anyway, good to see them all having a go.
And thank you very much for those photos. As you can see, great photos. That's Dion Sidoni.
He always gives us some good work.
Doesn't he?
He's awesome, Gran Teresi. So
Yeah.
I think I pronounced that right.
Gran Teresi. Harvey's 58.
As you said, some good-looking cars there, but that nose cone could do a little bit of work.
Yeah. Like the presentation of the cars have improved.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's really good.
Jake adopted.
There's a couple of there's a bit of nose cone action there on the weekend
you're
from the
not
looks
wrong.
of it. Yep, a bit more. And a little bit.
He's not trying hard enough. I think that's Starks.
Yeah, a bit more.
Joe Andreski. I like that. 69, that risky racing.
Anyway, as you said, Wayne, some really good-looking cars there. So keep up that presentation, guys, because it definitely gets noticed. Well done.
Absolutely.
Well, we're going to have a little bit of a We've got a little interview here that coming up next that Ian has done with Jason Mole in regards to the HQE series, a bit of racing and some other stuff those guys have been doing in the background. So we might just go to that for about five or so minutes, give it a look and check it out and see what they've got to say, because there's a few guys on board there and a few guys watching tonight that are involved with the E-Series, and I'm sure they'll tell you how to get involved if you haven't yet, and get on and have a look and give it a go.
Yeah, absolutely. And as everyone knows, Jason Mole's been behind the scenes, and we've talked with Ian, but Jason and his team have been fantastic at getting the E-Series up. And it's not just for all the races, for anyone that wants to join. They're on a different platform this time. And mate, it's great to see that with COVID that we still can interact and get on there. So if you're not on there, mate, get on there and join the e-racing series like we did when COVID hit and there was no racing at all anywhere. So let's go to the interview with Ian and Jason.
Hi there, everyone. It's time for a bit of a catch up with one of our HQ competitors and someone that has put a lot of effort and time on his own behalf to be able to make, even on New South Wales, but more importantly, HQ Xtra what it is today. We've got Jason Mole with a little bit of time to catch up with, and the reason that I've taken the chance to catch up with Jason is we've got an opportunity to talk about the upcoming E-Series, version 2.0, we could say, the 2021 version. Jason from Command Digital has obviously been really important with the behind the scenes side of things, not only for New South Wales, but again, across a lot of platforms. But it's a chance to say good day to Jason. It's been a while since I've caught up with anyone, and Jason's sort of one of them that I'm looking forward to seeing around soon anyway. So without much more to do, g'day Jason Mole, how are we doing?
Good, mate, yourself?
Yeah, pretty good. It was a bit of a flashback just then. I'm trying to think of the last time that we did actually have a physical presence, and although we've only got a 5-minute catch up, a bit of a, I guess, touch base on how you're going.
Yeah, going good, mate. Going good. It's been a very busy year for me, moving house and amongst other things. So it's been a pretty big year. Unfortunately, not a great deal of racing, as you said. I think last time we went racing was April, was the Hotwood. It's been a while, but anyway, chance now to do some sim racing with the guys, hopefully, and get ourselves prepped and ready for some more racing next year.
Yeah, poor New South Wales probably had the Victorian end of the stick this year with dates that haven't sort of come to fruition. So we've had a non-series year this year, but I feel like I've been around you and caught up with you and a few other people at this stage already, catching up with the E-Series. So like we mentioned before, we've got the 2.0, we could say, or 2021 version of the HQ Xtra Cup.
Yep.
Have a bit of a flashback. What did you think of the last series last time? It came out of nowhere. It came out of COVID the first time round. That we didn't see it coming. But looking back over it, what was your impression on what the E-Series gave us last time?
I think it was very positive. The feedback I got from most of the guys was quite positive, and I know there's quite a number of guys that are pretty keen to have a go at it again. I think it ran really well. There was mistakes made, but it was new to all of us, including me. I've been sim racing for a long time. It's the first time I've ever taken control and run a series and gone through all that process. So, but yeah, some great racing and some great camaraderie, and I think that's what it was all about. Everyone got to catch up once a week or once every couple of weeks and have a bit of banter online and just have a bit of fun driving some cars around.
Yeah, look, I have a very similar thought and recollection there that to a certain degree, as much as last year sort of had its challenges, the opportunity to do what we did with the E-Series and be involved in that, in the end we ended up with 50 plus registered drivers that were involved, and I've got to once again throw the credit out to you as to how much effort you put into creating 30 to 40 unique liveries for that particular series. So thanks again for that, and obviously you've got to thank Command Digital Signage for allowing you the time and the resources to be able to put into that as well.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, a lot of thanks to Command and to Rod, who helped us set the server up, did some work in the background, but also to yourself, mate. You can't forget the work that you put in with the website and organising the series. I couldn't have done it without you. So it was a team effort between us, and obviously having HQ Xtra help promote it and those guys on board was excellent. So yeah, it was great. We all sort of pitched in a bit and got it running, and yeah, I think it was quite good, and hopefully this time we can go and have some fun again.
So 2.0, where are we? We're 2 months down the track. We've learned a lot of lessons. We know that we had some challenges at various times, and what can we do better this time? Where's the platform? Where's the future taking us now?
Yeah, so we've moved to a new platform. We've moved away from R-Factor, which was an almost 15-year-old game, over to a new platform, a newer platform, I should say, called Automobilista. It still runs off the same basic engine as the R-Factor platform, but it's a major leap forward in as far as graphics, the physics of the cars, the drivability, the whole setup is much more advanced than it was. So make it easier for myself to run, and I think the guys will definitely. And so far from the testing we've done with some of the races, we've had Andrew Toth and Andrew Lorgelli and obviously Chris Moll and a couple of the flaggies from New South Wales, and there's been a couple other guys I know yourself that have all come in and had a bit of a run and a bit of a test on it. And the feedback so far has been that the new version of the HQs in this game are much better. They feel much more like a HQ should feel. They're a bit boaty. They don't stop. They do all the things that the HQ does, and they're heaps of fun. So yeah, I think this is going to be definitely much better. The raceability amongst each other will be better. You'll be able to run door to door a bit more. Yeah, I think it's going to be a real step forward for us.
Yeah, look, without putting my hand up sort of too much, as technical as I am in many aspects, I'm no sim expert or professional by any stretch of the imagination, but looking comparatively between sort of last year with the HQ sort of side of things, this year with being in a new platform, not only are those advantages that you just sort of mentioned then on a technical aspect, where's the enjoyment? What's the potential that we've sort of got this time around?
Well, I mean, the great thing about this platform is there's some excellent other series that we can race amongst it as well. And some of the stuff that we've been playing with and the game we've been enjoying over the last month or so has been Aussie race cars, things like Stadium Super Trucks. So we've got a lot of the Aussie tracks that races Stadium Super Trucks with the jumps and everything in there. So other things like historic Formula One cars, or very close to an F5000. They've been amazing fun. Yeah, there's a whole heap of stuff in there. There's trucks, there's supercarts, there's everything. So yeah, the idea is that obviously we'll have our base HQ series that we'll run. At this stage, just looking over 5 weeks to kick it off. But in between, I'd really like to explore some of these other cars and other tracks. There's tracks from all over the world in the game. So yeah, and just have some fun with that, and just yeah, some fun nights that are probably a little bit less serious without the points and everything going on. In saying that, this time around too, this will be more based on fun. The whole thing. We will do a point score for the HQs, but look, the idea is just to go out and have some fun. There's no, there's no sheep station at the end of it. It's just, yeah, a bit of fun, good way for everyone to again get together, have a bit of banter, and run into each other in the sim world.
Look, even the little bit of time that we had to be able to test so far what we've been working with, and again, the group of guys, I've got to thank the people that have been involved so far. The way that it has been feeling is that it's a very social atmosphere. So the way that we all sort of catch up, I think that's probably the highlight of the whole thing. Like you said, we're looking at having a HQ designated series, and HQ races are welcome to sort of join in, and external sort of people as well. Like you said,
Absolutely.
and Brad and the flaggers and a few other sort of people as well. So we want to get them in. We want to get hopefully as many people as last time, and as well as that, the opportunity to run a bit of a side project and throw a couple extra cars and series in there too is going to be a fantastic opportunity. So without giving sort of too much away, we'll hopefully get some footage up shortly that we can share that shows where we're at with everything, and I'm excited by it. As a competitor that sat out the last 12 months without a real competition, but as well as that, sort of having a little bit of an opportunity to catch up and some banter and things, I think we're in a good opportunity that, once again, we know that no other series as a competitive sport has really sort of got what we've got with HQ Racing, and we really want to sort of stick with that as well. So thank you very much for, again, the amount of effort that you and your brother and everyone else on the platform's been able to sort of get involved, and now's the time. Now's the time to get people in. We'll be able to give instructions as to how that happens, and we'll get some links on the websites and share some things on that opportunity there, and get everyone back on board and on the racetrack together.
Absolutely.
Brilliant. Well, look, thanks, Jace. And again, thank you, Command Digital, Signage, and all the HQ Extra sponsors that make these types of things happen. And we're looking forward to get everyone on some form of a platform that we can all enjoy ourselves until we can catch up face-to-face at the track anyway. So thanks again for your time, Jace, and we'll catch up with you soon. Thanks, guys.
Well, there you go. So thank you very much, Jason Mole, Command Digital, for doing everything they're doing. New platform, better quality, better graphics, everything. And look, guys, if you're interested in running, let us know, and we'll put you in the right direction and get you up there racing. The boys race not every night, but some nights you can get on there and practice. It's well worth doing. So yeah, thank you very much.
And this again, another shout out to Command Digital Signage for all their help and support in not only with the E-Series, but with a lot of other things that go on behind the scenes here at HQ Extra.
100%. Yeah.
Jason Mole, you are a dead set champion.
And Ian McLean to make Clearasil. That's all I've got to say. Clearasil, face scrubs, something like that. And just
You can't help yourself.
couldn't help this bag. The quality of that was, it looked like he had a third head growing out of his cheek, and the fourth one coming out of his chin. I mean, I'm no good-looking bloke, but wow. Anyway,
he's going to get a complex. I think. If he didn't have one already, he just got one.
He just got one.
Anyway, let's just move on, eh?
Let's just move on. Okay, guys. So let everyone know too. Your state AGMs will be coming up. So also. Get in touch with your committee and find out when all they're happening. The only way you're going to make your club and your state go better is to get involved and have your say. So find out when your AGMs are on, because I dare say they'll be all coming up soon. And next one, you've got WA are racing this weekend, a big round this weekend coming up for WA. I do believe we do have the entry list at coming up, but massive. I think it's their final round, and the championship is still up for grabs. I think
Nick Woodbridge has got at least one hand on it, if not two hands on it.
There we go. So you've got a few people there already.
You can't read that, can you?
I cannot read that at all.
Right, okay.
Oh no, Michael Howlett, yeah, I can. Troy can. Grant or David Payne. If it stops moving, I'll be right.
Chris Ainscough, Brian Pengela, Dennis Russell, Todd. From here it says Farknell.
You can't read it. Fortnell. Ryan Davis.
Mate, Ryan Davis.
Ryan Davis is on fire. Go Ryan. Scotty Holmes. Is that Johnny Holmes' son?
Mick Woodbridge
and
Phil Breen. So good field there.
Great field. Where's Alfonsi? What's going on there? Oh, here we go.
Now he does it.
Now he does it.
Oh, it was close.
Troy Kent, Grant Ald. Sorry, mate, what was that?
49. Ryan Davis is 10.
Kendo.
Ken Oath.
Ken Oath. Oh, there you go.
Ken Oath.
I like it.
He's
Okay,
good.
so I can't read the oath.
He's a good fella, Ryan Davis.
Right. Geez, I am getting...
Hopefully he has as good a round as he did last time.
Yeah, Carl Ryan, you got him. You got him. So that's what's available racing at Wanneroo this weekend. And I do believe their championship points are up on their website. They've got a great little website too. So if you want to have a look on Facebook, look up WA Racing HQs on their Facebook. They're also on their webpage. You can find out who's winning the championship. Big weekend coming up for the Western Australia boys. Good luck, and I hope everything goes well for you.
Hopefully some of those, or one of those WA boys will be able to do some interviews for us again, and just like our mate Andrew Tinfoil Head McLeod did for us.
Alfoil head.
Sorry, Alfoil.
Alfoil head.
Yeah, it would be great if someone could get some of that done for us, and maybe a bit of footage. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Anything we get, mate. It's
Yeah, that's it, guys. Put your heads together and throw a mic. Get even if by phone. Do a couple of interviews.
As
have
Andrew,
some fun.
As Andrew McLeod said, if me and him can do it, anyone can do it. It's not that.
Right, exactly right, mate. 100%. If anyone can do it, we all can do it. That's for sure. Look, again, we can't do this show without the great sponsors and support from not only you guys behind us by jumping on and watching us every night, but look, our sponsors: Osborne Transport, Harvey's Towing, CR International, Asset Plumbing, Howlett Automotive, Southern Suns Landscaping, Sydney Mini Creek Concrete, Command Digital, Hands-On First Aid, Ready Strip, Priceless Images, Equity Views Construction, Tyre Power Victoria, and Dart Racing. Without you guys and the support, we can't do this show, and we can't support our own category around Australia. So again, thank you for throwing your weight behind us, helping us out. It means a lot to us. And again, to the 4 hour. Big news with the 4 hour. $400 tow money, but if you sign up tonight, you get the hat and the T-shirt for
and a
free.
key ring.
And a key ring. We're throwing a key ring. Other than that, if you want to buy shirts, they're available. $20 for a cap and $20 for a shirt. They will be there. We can also send them out to you, so don't panic if you're not going to be there down at the fora. But we hope you are. There's barbecues happening. A lot of great things happening with the 4 hour. And like I said, what we don't know about it, get in touch with the Victorians. The Victorians will tell you everything about it. It's a great event to be in there.
The whole HQ Xtra crew is going to be there too.
Yeah, the whole crew's going. We're all going down there, so we'll have some fun. We're racing. Bucko and I are teaming up. So there's a good chance we'll get past the outlap if Bucko goes first. Which is the plan. Well, if we got past the outlap, then it caught fire. The wiper, the piss down rain, and the wiper fuse.
That was your excuse.
You pulled the wire. You helped. Okay, we've got to play that anyway. It was good. We had a great time. Loved it. Loved the event, and
Can't wait for this one.
absolutely. Don't forget hats, t-shirts, $20 each. If you sign up today, $400, and if you don't. So if you sign up, you get 400 tow money. If you sign up tonight, you get the hat and key ring and shirt thrown in as well.
Good deal.
Good deal.
Great
deal.
Get on it.
Now the old alfoil head will come out. I've got to make one of those alfoil hats up, mate.
100%.
Got to.
100%.
Hey? I'm going to put one of those little aerial on it so it earths out, and you might just earth out or something like that.
Protected from 5G.
So we come to the end of our show now, but what we want to ask you guys is please, for next year, we're trying to plan ahead for next year. So if there's something you want us to do in next year's show, a segment, something anything that you want us to follow or create and be part of the show, let us know. Send us a text, send us a Facebook message. Anyway, just anyhow, get us any information you want that you want us to cover for next year, so we can plan ahead so we can make the show a lot better and bigger. So HQs keep rolling on and making a spectacular event that we always, that each category in each state has. So that's what we ask you guys to do. As you know, we did do Off the Grid this year. If you haven't seen that, look back through and you'll see that was sensational. Where we come to you guys, we record a show, and we show it a bit later on and let everyone know. We just got a cat just come flying in, and it's a ninja cat. What the hell's going on here?
Anyway, yeah, we so if
Fucking scared the shit out of me. Ninja cat. Anyway,
if you want to come on board and give us a hand and give us somewhere an opportunity to do an off-the-grid show, we are more than happy to talk to you guys and make it happen. As you said, we had one earlier in the year with Jeff Harbour at his place, and it was absolutely fantastic.
absolutely brilliant.
Really good night, and I'm sure anyone that was there will tell you it was fantastic stuff. So they've set the bar pretty high, but I reckon, you know, we can at least hopefully match it somewhere else. So if you guys are interested, please get in contact with us, and we're more than happy to make it happen.
Absolutely. So yeah, off the grid is going to be a massive thing for next year. We want to do off the grid in every single state. So that is where, again, you get everyone together. We have a bit of a shindig, get everyone together. We throw a show together, make it work.
And have a few beers.
Promote your state and have a few drinks and enjoy. Last and not least, delegates meeting coming up soon. So I'd dare say if you haven't got all your things into the delegates, I believe that's still happening in January. Please confirm. Someone will let me know if it's not. HQ Xtra has been invited to be at this event. So although we're not going to you live, we don't want to impose on or be touchy-basey type thing, as in step on anyone's toes, but we'll be there as part of it, observing and doing the to see how to get the perspective, so we can show you guys what the delegates go through and what how important it is. So if you please let us know if the delegates meeting's still going ahead. You guys know more than we do, but HQ Xtra has been invited to be at that event too.
Yeah, well, I've never been to one, Wayne, so it'd be interesting to go and see what happens and get the ins and outs of what goes on. I know anyone who has any concerns or wants to put forward any technical items for discussion or for changing of the rules, it needs to be done. I think it's 8 weeks before the actual meeting. So if you have got anything, get in touch with your state representatives and put your voice forward, and it'll get a mention and be discussed. And I know one of the things is going to go through this year, I heard, was pinion gears for the Salisbury diff, 355 gears. There's a manufacturer's actually making brand new gear sets. So
really,
because we all know how hard they are to get, and
definitely.
So that's one thing that's going to be put forward, and hopefully we can have a positive outcome with that, because it's not a performance enhancing part as such, but it's something that we all use, and unfortunately the supply, as we all know, is getting very hard to get. You know, it's difficult. So things like that to me make a lot of sense. Other things not so much, but that definitely to me makes sense, and I'm sure that with a bit of common sense from everyone, the things like that should hopefully get passed through and make life a bit easier for us.
Yeah, absolutely. And once again, we're there to observe and to film, and that we're not live doing a live stream or anything. It's not for us to do that. That's why your delegates go there and the thing out. But we'll sit in the background and we'll film it, and then once we get the approval, then we'll show it to everyone else. That's roughly what we've agreed to. Hopefully that's still going ahead, and we'll let you guys all know what's going on.
To all New South Wales members, I've just been informed by our Dave Progler, he's our secretary.
Yeah, race secretary?
No, that's me.
No. Oh, you're race secretary. He's the secretary.
Yeah. The New South Wales AGM will be held on the 7th of December at Sydney Motorsport Park in the rooms upstairs of the pits. So to all New South Wales members, mate, please keep that date free and come along and get involved and put your voice forward. We have to obviously elect a new committee and all that sort of thing. So if you think you want to contribute or put your hand up for one of the positions, please come along and do so, and keep us going strong.
Absolutely. Again, guys, I know we've pumped it and pumped it and pumped it, but we're going to keep pumping it. The HQ Victoria Racing 4-hour massive event. Let's get down there. It's $400 tow money. It's going to be a great event. The more cars we can get down there, the better. I know like I said, I know South Australia can get there, and there's a lot of difficulties, I believe, getting back is probably the thing is. So it's, as Mr. Heinrich let us know, that it's a little bit more difficult coming back, or there is difficulties. I'm not sure, 100% sure exactly what's going on with South Australia, but I believe that they will be opening and getting, so you can go there, but getting back's going to be the issue. Queensland, I'm not sure about. I know WA definitely can't. Tassie, I'm not sure about what's going on with them too, but I believe at the moment they're shut from, or their borders are shut from Victoria, as in the sense of if they can come, but they might have to isolate. If anything changes, get those entries in. I'm pretty sure Ray Jardine and Andrew McLeod, especially Andrew McLeod, if you get in touch with him, they might be able to work their wonders on late entries. But the quicker you can get these entries in, the better it is. It is a great event. These guys, I can't say that enough. It is a great event.
And as we have already said, that HQ Racing Victoria is doing everything they can to try and make it even bigger and better by offering that $400, and it is a big incentive. So if you are on the edge, if you're thinking maybe not, just do it. Come along. There's already four teams from New South Wales going. We'll make it a big event for New South Wales. As obviously there's no racing going on with us at all this year, or for the remainder of the year. So.
Hopefully we can get a lot more people down.
Come down, have some fun with us all, enjoy it, and get involved.
Hey, by the way, who's changing the tyres for us? We got a crew. They can't even change the sound. They can't even turn the sound on. They're going to change the bloody tyre.
Well, I'll help.
Right.
I'll be fresh anyway.
Voices, I hear voices.
He said, if you're doing the outlap, the tyres will be fresh anyway. It won't matter. Anyway, thanks very much for joining us tonight, guys. Again, we'd like to thank our fantastic sponsors. We really appreciate all your help, and as you can see on the back here. But we look forward to catching up with you all very soon. We are going to Winton in 3 weeks, so we will have a show before we go, or not?
Yeah, we'll try and get a show out in 2 weeks' time.
If not, we'll have something from down there or the week after. So
let us know if there's anything you want us to broadcast.
We've got some cameramen coming with us and some producers and sounds and all that sort of stuff, so we should be able to put something pretty special together. So yeah, again, hopefully we're going to see as many of you guys there as possible. Make the effort, and let's have a great end of 2021.
Exactly. Again, thank you for Jeff and Rob behind the scenes, Ian and Jason for the interviews, all the guys from Victoria helped out doing this stuff, Queensland guys for throwing photos, everyone that just gets behind HQ Xtra and supports and gives us as much footage and information as you can, mate. You guys are unreal. Let's keep making this show as best we can. Like I said, like, share, let us know what you want us to do, and we'll do our best to do it. Mate, great show tonight, mate. Well done. Good intro. You've done well on the intro. You can do it all the time now.
It's not hard.
Not hard?
No.
No, I know. Anyway.
You could do better.
If it ain't pinging,
keep it singing.